Jordan Spieth, about 10 minutes from now, and he has looked very refreshed and re-energized this week, Tom, after about a 3-week break from the game.
You make a great point. He has not competed since the PGA at Baltusrol, not far from here, and he had a good finish to that tournament with 3 rounds sub 70 in his last 3 competitive appearances. Shot 70 the open round, 67, 69, 68 to finish 6 under at Baltusrol. But I think you're right. He's refreshed. And to me, I saw him make one swing yesterday on the par 5 4th hole on the front, and it just looked like his timing was back. And even though he had a double bogey to start his round yesterday, he rallied for 67. Honor to lose, for lack of a better term. He's played well all year, won big events, including the Players. Another win in a playoff event would be very good for his chances to take that end of the year honor.
Yeah, the World Golf Championship match play and the Arnold Palmer Invitational also went today this year. Very good with these types of shots, Tom. No wrist hinge, and controls the flight beautifully.
It's an unusual style. It's his own. He's perfected it. He's a master at getting up and down on difficult golf courses.
Spot straight up the hill.
Ready to begin his 3rd round.
Challenging that right corner of the dog leg, and a good-looking swing, and he has found the middle of the fairway. That's a hard tee shot to start out the day. Challenge that corner right there, just left of that. It'll be perfect.
Came in this week 108th in FedEx Cup points, so Sean in need of a good weekend.
Flights them really well. Notice that held off follow through. There's a slope. Oh, it catches the slope.
That's going to be a good look at birdie.
Biggest challenge is controlling the distance. And there's not too many spin. Will it catch the hill? Will it catch the hill? Phil Mickelson mentioned the greens were getting a little bit glossy or glassy, but they're still smooth.
See that number, green 71, next to Sean's name.
He could have learned a little bit about the speed. A little different line than Sean's putt, but should have learned something. .245-yard par 3.
Copy, sorry about that.
Oh, that ball comes up just short. Business won the beginning of this regular season in 2015-16 season.
Could you see then that he had the ability to be out here
there was
doing
something
what he's
special?
doing?
You never know, but you could see something special, no question about it. Had that certain look in his eye as well as a game.
Day for par to stay at 5 under.
It's pretty consistent. If you hit it there, you're going to get a similar lie each time.
Barely creeps onto the...
See if he can get it there.
putt for birdie.
Yeah, he's putting from just inside the Nassau County Coliseum.
Slow down.
Oh, no. Well, we had a chance. Well, we still have an interesting.
3 birdies and an eagle going out, 3 birdies coming in. Decent lie. We'll see if he can catch any spin on this. It's a very good shot. Not a club in the golf ball. There's not much you can do. Second at 5 for Patrick Reed. And Reed's going to miss the green left. And O'Hare really just knocks the golf ball a long way. You can hear that trampoline effect off the face of his driver. And this will run up the center, and he'll have a look from there. It's at 7. O'Hare drove at 331. Now Spieth. They'll try and drive it over the right side as this golf hole pivots back to the right. This one's going to run all the way through, though. And it's Moore missing that par putt at the 5th, so he drops back to 5 under. 174 yards. This is second. And he's going to come up just short. Greens hit today. Now folding over that claw grip for birdie. Well, it won't move to his right. Dogleg left. Fowler driving it through center of the fairway, leaving 128. Now just a beautiful on the 5th, watching the final group. And it doesn't get there. Now 7 and Jason Day. Birdie try for the world #1, and he makes that birdie across the green. That's just going to fall below the hole. Used to see Camilo Villegas get down and do that move where it just looked like 4 holes. This will be his 7th. Oh, he leaves it right on.
The overnight leader by 2, now one of 3 leaders. Patrick Reed. And he's up. There's Fowler. Jim Nance, Sir Nick Faldo, the CBS golf team. Here at Bethpage, and Fowler going after this par 5 with an iron and not happy with it. Not even going to watch the ball flight. At 6. With a putt here that can make it a 4-way tie at the top. Seems like the par 3 8th.
Yeah, all the par 3s playing very long today. Stretched almost to the max. The 3rd hole is 245. This is 208. Cannot go left of the flag or the green.
Hugs the left.
A quick 3 holes.
Peter Costas will be following his final pairing.
This to avoid back-to-back bogeys.
Wow, it's still rolling.
Flared his tee shot.
Pepper is with the Fowler pairing.
A very long bunker shot in the neighborhood of 35 yards. Wind blowing from the right. Everything tilted toward him.
Yeah, you can see the greens are changing color.
With Rose and Stenson finished 5th, and that was good stuff. Good to have you back, Ian. Well done.
Thank you. Great to be back.
Now let's get back out to Fowler for the lead alone. That's a birdie.
Magnificent bunkering that they have to carry.
And Grillo really angry at himself.
Yeah, that's headed left, and that's going to find the longer stuff.
Work is Patrick Reed on the tee. No problems carrying the first bunker. They're thinking almost that the next one is about 340. But if you can hit the late fade,
this one's going to need a late fade bounce, but not going to get it, and that too finds the long stuff.
Go over to the 8th.
And this is Jordan Spieth. Big swinging putt and very quick early. Little double break here. And they're definitely baking out. Peter made reference.
That's the perfect side to come from.
He had the perfect stance, ball above his feet, a little bit of a hook stance to pull it back into the wind, but not happening.
Well, that's a nice shot. Good. You always got good tempo, good balance.
A little earlier, this Jason Day's third. Beautifully played. That long at just 435. We've got 3 of them over 500. This for par to stay 4 under. 8 under leads. 4 under is in a tie for 9th. He really has a marvelous stroke. Over to 9.
Grillo with his second.
Emiliano just 157 yards, bringing this in kind of low, flighting it down.
He's at the 12th.
That's a huge drive for him.
He's making a big move in the standings.
He's a sharp face fade player, comes in super high and made very easy work at all.
Meanwhile, over 10.
Peter Costas, what do we got?
Dottie will take it. The
Dottie,
166
what do we got?
for the pitching wedge. And that finds the bunker, falls to the bottom.
Well, Ricky had this one, didn't he? So it was off that very good read from Dottie. So maybe it's like a left edge. Oh, go. Oh, yeah. If he hit the back of the...
Cut in all 4 majors this year. Here's Laird for birdie at the 12th.
Yeah, cut the 12th down to size 495, but it's still a 4.
What do you see?
Well, slightly different angle. This one looks like it might move a little bit left in the beginning and then straighten out toward the end.
It looks like it on camera, just this first 10 feet. Oh, nice.
Wow, is that good?
Sit around and you want to talk to somebody, nobody will listen to you. Let's go to 12.
And live for birdie, Spieth.
Pretty straight putt. Yeah, nice up and down.
Eagle, let's go to Rory.
At 18 for birdie. Oh, singe the edge.
Yeah, more frustrations.
On that little peninsula. Second shot.
And seriously uphill the second shot here at 18. And it's gonna jump.
Oh,
very clever.
Is it ever? And 11.
Emiliano now can get over the lip, but he cannot get over the long grass. He's going to have to come through that fescue from 150 yards.
Looked like a big divot, Peter.
Well, and I think the grass kicked it a little bit left, too. And I'm not sure he pulled it as much.
Ahead to 12.
This was earlier Ryan Moore.
Big tee shot here for Ryan. Got a great kick out of the rough. That's an 8-iron from 163. Wind from the left, directly from the left.
Always out of beauty. He's had success in his career in this New York metropolitan area. 13.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Jason Day to get something going here. Even par for the day. Lurking, officially lurking. Yeah, oh.
Now Ricky.
One less club than Ryan Moore, 9-iron.
8-iron and 9-iron. Where were you hitting in here back in 02, Nick? In the Open.
2 and 3 irons.
This for birdie for 67. Get within 2.
Might be a new putter next week.
Perfect angle is right over the middle of that right-hand bunker.
Saturdays are for the boys. Down. Sit.
He's probably going to run out, but if it doesn't hook, it flies well in.
Yeah, that didn't even take on the bunkers. That was way out.
So let's get to Fowler.
See that tent back there, way back in the background? That's where you aim it. Right. Hook it. Ricky, hook it. You got to hook it instead of going over. There's a big tree and stuff over there. Yeah, there's the big tree, and then there's stuff. Well, it was bounding about using that fescue.
He shot went right for him. Here's Patrick Reed. What do you got there, Peter?
Well, he's got 212 and was a reasonably good lie, but the grass caught the club and turned it over. This is headed left.
He's just out of the bunker there.
Ready? This to get to 5. Right in the center.
Perfect lie, can chunk and run it, can fly it all the way there. He can do whatever he chooses.
Beautiful sound. You can see the surface is just a touch uneven. Didn't want to move at all.
From the bunker to here, and a saving par.
Meanwhile, this man for a birdie, and no.
Was a moment ago. Par for Grillo as we pick up Fowler at the 13th.
After that really smart layup, it's an 8-iron. Little hooking lie. Wants it to hook toward this flag.
Yep, exactly. Middle of the slope there and everything else. Just forgot to hook it. 14, we're going to find Jordan.
Can he hold a long one like Jason Day did ahead of him to get to 5 under? Maybe. 13.
Whoa, Nick, you're right.
There's your answer. Whoa.
What was that?
I wasn't expecting that one.
No, that line usually twists the other way. That's perfect.
I think he heard that we...
This ball is always attacked from the inside. The one thing I always notice about his golf swing, that the face is open. He's got a lot of rotation in his forearms.
Yeah, he has more rotation in his forearms from that open position than he does out of his body. But in this case, he's going to keep his head back, keep his weight back, really clear his lower body. The club face there, you can see it. Slightly open, the path left of that. Anytime you can move it both ways, I think it's a plus.
Now here's it. Uh-oh, as this ball goes tumbling by. Here's a stat that I can't believe, guys. This is one hard golf course. What am I doing? I think it's the mustache. You get to 1. Oh, it's a great 2-putt. That's a great 2-putt.
That's a good idea.
$65, Ian. On the weekdays.
That is so cheap for such a great golf course as we look at the beautiful 14th. Good flag today, back left. Stay on top. Yep, not bad.
16.
We're going to find Martin Laird here on the 16th hole. 488-yard par 4 tee way back in the trees, way up on the hill. Just a really hard golf course or golf hole here. Be back. Let's go to 15.
Here's Spieth.
Yeah, great view from behind up the hill.
You're worried about this one being long. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Distance right on.
Yeah, I bet he'll find a way, won't he? Make this. Oh my goodness! We haven't seen that before.
Got to make the right club selection.
Over at 15.
And Fowler.
Trying to turn it just slightly around that corner and has done a really good job of it.
Yeah, full freedom through that one.
He looks really comfortable with his driver.
Yeah,
and Martin Laird went with the straightest left arm in golf. This was just moments ago. 140 mile an hour. Using that back left bank. Beautifully played. 16.
Jason Day, short right over here. Any thick stuff? Club went through it nicely. Not bad. Not bad. He's got her. Now let's go to 17.
I mentioned it earlier. So many players leave it slightly short here. It looks so quick down the hill. But not Laird. Center cut.
He's wasting no time getting in. 139 yards. A little bit of breeze helping. Gap wedge.
Got to get over the ridge. The ridge is 16 paces, which is done. Oh, unfortunate little.
Thought there might be a little because you can't see it. Head uphill. Let's go to 16.
6 feet. Kind of wasn't close. It looked like. All right, Jordan Spieth, perfect position. Pin's just to the left of his hat, right in the middle of that little corporate stand back there. Take a look. The first thing I look at from there when you can't see the ball is the divot, and the divot looked like it was going right at it. Yeah, very good shot right there. Excellent.
Correctly.
Pretty steep in front there, that first 12 or 15 feet.
See if Ricky is able to make it from just off the fringe.
Try to top pop it, get it starting to trundle down the hill a little bit.
Will it turn?
Better speed.
Ooh, Look at that go,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
You know what you have coming back. 17.
6 iron for Jason Day. 120 feet apex. It's not as high as he can be. Up in there around the 140 at times. Well played. Used that bank like Martin Laird did.
When they get a little closer at 4 under par, I'd love to get to 5. Only 3 back. I ain't gonna do it.
4 and 5 iron up the hill in the opens. The rapid recoil usually means confidence, doesn't it?
Oh, look at that. Good kick. Back into the fairway.
Up the hill, flag on the front of the green, 5 on, 6 on the left.
Beautiful sight that is. This course just gorgeous.
Yeah. Unfortunate of the fescue grass frames every hole so beautifully. It's not
Away for me here, huh?
Well, he needs the same shape tee shot he hit back at the 15th.
Oh, a little right? Is it a little right?
It is.
A little block? I saw a block in the swing.
Got some thick stuff over there.
I don't know where it is. Somebody find it.
Saw this putt in the group ahead. Just a hint of left to right down the hill. Martin Laird hold it in the centre, as has Jason Day.
Look of this design here, Peter. This 15th, this second shot specifically.
Well, they used the terrain of the land naturally the way it was designed, and it's beautiful.
He was worried it is long. It's fine. 17.
Third to last group, Jordan Spieth, Sean O'Hare. Spieth on the tee. Is it left of the slope? Yes, he really pulled it.
For birdie.
Yeah, suddenly it's starting to come alive, isn't it? We've got 6 guys at 5 under. Oh, it's same putt. Same putt as Gary Woodland.
Jordan Spieth came up with his tee shot. Oh, and he's just trying to hit a delicate little one that flubs onto the front of the green and rolls down the...
Yeah, playing it the old-fashioned way. Actually got a long second shot, really.
6 iron.
I mean, yesterday he hit his long iron and a 9 iron, and yeah, something must have happened for him to be.
This for bogey. It just a little bobble about 1.5 foot short of the cup there. And a disappointing double bogey for Jordan Spieth.
3.5, 4 feet away for par. And he too converts here.
A great putter from inside 6 feet just to clean up these pars.
To 16.
And Nick, it kind of takes every part of your golf game and dissects it, doesn't it? This golf course?
Yeah,
every part.
It's a great golf course. I mean, especially where everything, you know, you got the...
Ricky Fowler now, the par 3.
He's elected to go with a 7 iron. Ian, that's 190 yards to cover on that line.
Highly skilled golfers should play the black. Jason Day's pretty highly skilled. He's 18.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he was thinking off the tee. He is stone cold the shortest off the tee at 219 yards. So maybe was about 80.
Back on the tee at 18. Here's Spieth.
Yeah, Koepka had 81, so he was 100 yards difference. It's a narrow gap and these beautiful bunkers. Balance.
Up ahead now to finish off with a par.
Be careful. We see that one.
Short for 7 iron.
He's scared.
Spieth.
Yeah, better keep your head still on this one. Keep it nice and level. Oh, sounded good, didn't it? It is good.
It looks good.
Earlier in the round.
Yeah, his speed was off, wasn't it? He had 2 or 3 that sort of shocked him.
Yeah, nothing on a golf course like this. Just try to somehow twirl 66 at him, and you're going to be just fine. And he took dead aim on that one. That bunker very popular because everybody drives in the right rough off the T18.
And birdie it is for Jordan Spieth. Back off of a double.
It's funny.
Tee shot in the bunker. Knock it on. Hold the putt.
It's like the must factor.
We call this little putt chip, just no hands and just kind of lean the shaft on it.
Got a good chance. Keep going, keep going. Beautiful, beautiful.
Cross left to right, trying to put the ball in play. It is not a long finishing hole by any stretch.
No, it's just 398 today, Dottie. And I think that is the right play.
Comfortable reading these.
There we go. You like that one? Good up and down to the front right bucket.
Good, 162. 7 iron.
There was a lot of club. If you can see the breeze on those flags up the left, little knockdown shot.
He is pretty comfortable with that shot as well.
Keep the angle in the right wrist. Keep that club face open just a touch. Oh, it's going to be a super shot. Very good.
Yeah, you can always tell, can't you? Hold.
Peter, that's right up against the collar.
He is, and I think that's the smart play.
Yeah.
Provided you've practiced it a little bit.
Well done. As he hold it. That was the smart thing. About 4 feet, Peter. Oh.
How many times?
Also touch. Got worm cam.
Got birdie. Got Fowler in the lead by 1. Valley Golf Range. Here's the tee shot by Grillo.
Well, that's confident again, isn't it? Look at that, with the perfect little hold-off fade. Splits the fairway.
I tell you, Nick, he hasn't lost. Important tee shot for Patrick to get in the fairway here.
There you go.
Just doesn't want to overdo it. Is he going to scrape in down the edge? Yeah, very good.
Fine. Talked it over for a while with his play like it's 130. Let's see if he can match Ricky here.
We should do. I think the little draw worked perfect because they keep it down into the breeze. And it up and down. Yep, nicely done. Not quite an easy.
Well, a pretty good line, just right of the hole.
Just pushed it a touch. Chance because he's using the face.
That's what I'm saying.
Doomed.
See about that.
Yeah, doomed. He needs to change it all. Do I give it half a ball more to the left? Oh,
Hang on.
It's gone again. Just a fraction.